Are you traveling to Hawaii during COVID? Here's a few things you'll want to know. I'm Brandon with the Adept Traveler, and this is COVID Travel Explained. So, Hawaii has ended their pre-testing and quarantine requirement for fully vaccinated travelers. This only applies to domestic travel and assumes you haven't been to another foreign destination within the last 14 days. If you have been traveling internationally, without knowing where you were, my best advice is to stay within the continental U.S. for at least 14 days before traveling to Hawaii. Otherwise, you might be denied entry or forced into a quarantine. Before you go, you will need to upload your CDC-issued vaccination card to the state's Safe Travels program website, which can be found at TRAVEL.HAWAII.GOV. You will also need to have your vaccination card with you while you travel. If you aren't fully vaccinated is defined as having received the final vaccination at least 14 days prior. If you're not fully vaccinated, then you will have to provide a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours before boarding the final flight. If you have a connection and your test goes beyond the 72 hours before you board the flight to Hawaii, you will need to retest. This is all to avoid a 10-day quarantine when you arrive on the island. Additionally, if you fail to upload your documents in advance, your test is outside the 72-hour window, or really anything else goes wrong, then you will be required to quarantine for 10 days as well. A little about the testing. Hawaii will only accept the nucleic acid amplification test from a certified clinical laboratory improvement amendment lab. Yeah, I know. Lots of very technical sounding words. Basically, you need an NAAT test from a CLIA certified lab. You can visit hawaiicovid19.com/travel-partners for a list of approved labs. Again, failure to get the proper test from a proper source will put you in a 10-day quarantine if you're not vaccinated. Any children under the age of 5 traveling with you are not subject to testing or vaccination requirements. Now, let's talk quickly about the quarantine. Basically, you are confined to a house or hotel room for the 10 days. You can't leave. So if you're on vacation at a resort or hotel, you will literally be confined to that room for that time. That's not fun. And of course, everything is always changing. This is just to give you a rough idea of what's expected for you to travel to Hawaii. Please visit TRAVEL.HAWAII.GOV and hawaiicovid19.com for up-to-date information and requirements about visiting Hawaii. COVID Travel Explained is brought to you by the Adept Traveler, a travel agency that specializes in accessible travel. Our belief is that everybody, from the novice to the expert, from the able-bodied to the disabled, should be able to travel and to travel well. Our goal is to help them, or you, to do so. If you'd like to know more about the Adept Traveler, please visit our website at adept.travel. To stay updated on travel news, tips, tricks, and other insights, which we hope will help you to travel well, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok when the video is shorter than 3 minutes. And of course, you can visit our website at adept.travel.